Hey everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today? Pretty good, yeah. Very nice. How has your life been in the past week? Any exciting stories? Hmm. Hmm. Of course. Right. Well, you better make sure they study. What a Whoa, well, how come I'm not? You guys, your audio's not being picked up at all. What the hell's going on here? What? Oh my god, what is going on? Say something now. Shit. What the fuck is happening?
If they can't hear me, they can't get mad about that.
What'd you say?
Oh, it's crazy. I don't know. What did I say, Neal? That's a great question. I mean, if
All
I
right.
have to freaking been babysitting chat. I've been babysitting chat for years.
It's all fixed now. Unfortunately,
fixed.
they missed your wonderful story and Rob's wonderful pun.
It was a pretty good pun.
Oh yeah, it was pretty solid. Oh god, it hurts. Nick, save us from this. How's your life been?
I mean, my life hasn't changed much at all, other than playing Learn to Fly 3 that is now on Steam, free.
What happened to Long War?
And it's one of those flash games that went on Steam. I played a bit too much in too short of amount of time, burned myself out a little bit, so I'm gonna go back to it fairly soon. But
Did
it
you
was
finish
just
it?
like
You were so
much
close to the
longer.
end, weren't you? You had like
Not yet.
unlimited credits and most of the map uncovered or rescued.
I've got like 1,500 intel. I've got like around 10,000 supplies. Neal, let me tell you something about the what are they? The officers.
Mm-hmm.
The collectability that gives you like a 33% chance to collect intel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It will randomly also generate alloys in Illyria crystals. You can sit there farming reinforcements and be getting those.
Do you see when you get them, like when you kill someone, does it say +1 intel, +1 Illyrium?
Right. Right. Off the side, it's like, officer killed, officer body dropped, +1 intel, or, added Illyrium or added alloys.
That might be worth it.
Something like that.
I think the other option for that is like giving collective bonuses to hit or something like that, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think I've always gone for the other one because I felt like 33% chance to collect 1 point of intel wasn't that big of a deal. But maybe I'm mistaken.
But per kill.
Yeah.
Per kill, and I at least think that's the ability that's allowing me to collect random Illyrium and alloys.
That would be it.
But
I guess. I mean, because I've never seen anyone collect random Illyrium or alloys.
Omega. But yeah, other than that, my Omega squad, the squad of rookies, I started like way too late in the game, started like starting to train up from nothing, is a fully functional, like very capable squad, and I picked them with all the best aims, so they're even better than my alpha squad now.
Cool. I love Long War, and I'm a little bit nervous that I'm not going to have time for Long War when Divinity 2 comes out in September. I don't know how I'm going to play both of them. We might have to stop all D&D in September. I mean, not really, but...
All right, that's what I thought, Neal.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Rob, what's up with you? How's school?
Not bad. We have an exercise we're working on, a group project, where in the scenario we were given, we were given a budget for an agency that was like spread across 18 different communities all across California. And we were just given this generic thing that there was a disaster that would take a year to rebuild from, and that we had to adjust the budget for that. And everybody was like, wait, what kind of disaster would strike like all of California? And
which one do you want?
Well, yeah, but I mean, like an earthquake in San Diego is not going to affect Northern California. A tsunami only affects the coast. We don't get hurricanes. So my argument was the only feasible disaster that could have this impact: zombie virus outbreak.
What about drought?
Drought's a pretty good one.
Drought.
I mean, you could make the argument, but we get our water from Colorado anyway, so it's not like...
I mean, but not all the water. What if they have drought too? You know, that water rights are going to be a big deal. California could easily run out of water. There could be massive wildfires across the place. You could get multiple earthquakes. If you got like San Diego and...
across all of California.
It is a pretty crappy state.
Southern, northern, central, 1,000 miles of California.
Yeah, okay. What about war?
It's a natural disaster.
That's human nature. I'd consider that a natural disaster.
I consider that stretching.
Yeah, that's right on your house. So.
All right. So how did the exam go, or what were you calling it?
It's a group project we're working on. We're still working on it. Everything's fairly generic. I was in charge of the budget. I wanted to put in lines for in the budget for like shotgun and machete distribution, but I've resisted so far.
And whose budget is this exactly that you're theoretically tampering with? It's not the state's budget. It's the education department's budget?
No, it's in this exercise. It's like an agency that provides services for low-income housing developments.
Okay.
Like daycare and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think transitioning into zombie killing is a pretty natural move on our part.
I don't know about for the daycare, though. I think toddlers with sharp knives are probably a bad idea.
You Democrats coddling... trying to take guns away from our
just
toddlers.
Look at Germany. They were sending...
The only thing that stops a toddler with a gun is another toddler with a gun.
All right. Let's get into game. It's time to play. Everybody is hanging out in Shenanigans as usual. Desmond's behind the bar. Borsch is in the kitchen doing his work. Layla's sitting around one of the steps, hanging out, just being Layla.
Wait, she's actually at the bar?
She's at the bar. She's like studying in a corner with her little spell book. Lizzie's nowhere to be found. I'm so sorry. Krubarb's dead. Glibglob is helping to wash down the bar with a big wet rag. And everything seems to have finally been put right after the antics last week. So what are you guys up to?
Hold on. Curse you, Greg.
Oh, yes. Wait a minute. How did you guys get in the wrong spot? All right, I'll fix this. What are you guys up to?
I just, the usual. Causing a bit of racket, being loud and boisterous. Nothing different.
All right. What about you, Mike Michelson?
Well, I'm introducing myself since I'm a brand new character who's never been here before. Why, hello, friends. My name is Mike Michelson, middle manager and motivational mage. How can I help you?
Someone from a nearby table says, "Did you say motivational mage?
Absolutely.
Like you're a wizard at motivating people?"
I'm a wizard at motivating people, and I'm a wizard at wizarding.
It's really corny. And he turns back to his table.
Thank you, friend. But I got you to talk to me, didn't I? And you weren't before.
I
Motivation.
guess. Damn it.
You know, you're like one of those motivational speakers that you motivate me to do something because I just want to hear you stop talking. Like,
Yeah, well,
I mean,
you know, see, that's what I do. I get people moving. That's why I live in a cart down by the river.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
All right. Thanks for
Well, who's up for some
Mike,
adventures, some crazy happenings, some shenanigans, if you will?
Bruh, that's all we do. That's all we do.
Well, I can't wait to see what ones come our way, and if they don't, we'll just have to make them happen.
Desmond comes over to your table, wiping his hands back and forth, and goes, "So, what can I get you gentlemen for the afternoon? Steak? Beans?
A taste of adventure.
Steak, beans, and adventure."
Yeah. You know, I don't want old man over there chewing too hard on his food. His teeth might fall out.
Well, you know, I'm always fond of some nice fish, Desmond, if you have any fish.
Fish, right. Of course, old timer, he kind of pats you on the hand, or on the shoulder sarcastically. Anything that you can get through those gums of yours. Ugh. And he gives a bit of a groan and heads back to the bar. You see him ordering Glib Glob around a little bit. Still no adventure coming. Half an hour passes, you get your food, you've got your
Mike,
drink.
You know, Mike, I believe we will get along swimmingly. You motivate people, and I try to show them the joys in life.
I just dunk.
Well, it seems like no adventure is coming
And
our
if
way, but
that's what
that's
you
okay.
enjoy,
'Cause
then
I
you should
think we
do
can
it.
manage to find some.
Yeah, you know that. What if that is the adventure? Finding the adventure.
That would be an adventure all in itself.
Exactly.
Well, so we need to discover what kind of adventure we would like. You know what I'm thinking about? Does it seem like this town is well run by its current government leaders?
I mean, sure.
Really, what have these leaders done to you? From what I've heard from my research, these leaders of our town have had crazy affairs with peasants. They've had all kinds of mysteries and murders going on in the Lord's Manor. The Lords have totally failed to protect this town from all kinds of disasters. It was just up to random murder hobos, for example, to save the world from like a dragon and all kinds of stuff like that.
Desmond comes
Seems
over to
like-
the table. Whoa, oh, all right. I'm hearing some weird sort of semi-treasonous talk happening over here. What's going on?
No, I
don't
was
know.
just wondering, you know, we were just talking politics,
Politics.
making Destu great again.
Hey now, hey, we don't get involved in politics here. We just kill
Are you
monsters
sure?
and
'Cause
collect
I think
bounties.
some people
I have a job
from here
for
got
you.
involved with the last election. Oh,
job?
I have a job for you. You said you were looking for adventure. I've got one filled with adventure ready for you.
This isn't just like some stupid package delivery that's an empty package, right?
No, there's something in
No,
it.
that was a couple weeks ago.
There's definitely something in this package.
What's in it?
Hold on, it's
Oh,
important.
It's not more cursed items, is it?
No, of course not, He dips behind the bar, comes back with a big fat book. It's got this old leather covering around it. It was probably once like a crimson red, but the color is faded and there's like little splotches on it and maybe like a little mold growing on the surface. He comes over with this and a note and a sack of gold and goes, all right, I need you to return this book to the library in, what the hell is that place called? It's over there, Rencourt. I need you to return this to the library in Rencourt.
In Rencourt.
Is it overdue?
It's like 8 years overdue. I checked this book out because it's filled with great bedtime stories and nursery rhymes that I was reading to Layla when she was a little kid. And I just forgot to return it. So would you return this book along with this sealed envelope as an apology letter to the librarians there, and this bag of 100 gold pieces to make amends?
So
It's
this
important.
Is that bag. So that bag isn't our payment.
No.
What?
Your
So what's
payment,
our payment?
when
What's
you return,
our motivation?
I will reward you with more gold.
All right, works for me. How much more?
Well, right now we've got 0 gold, so any amount that's greater than 0 is more. Like,
I mean,
2 gold is
How about
more
this?
gold.
You pay him 2 gold, and I'll take the rest.
So how much gold are we talking?
Well, it seems like a pretty simple delivery job to me. Doesn't seem like
Last time
a
it's
delivery
been-
job like this would.
Oh, we were looking for adventure. You promised us adventure.
Well, you do have to adventure through the Alardian Crest, the Tempian Range, and the Western Steppes, which is near the Lupin Lore where the werewolves live.
So
It
we're
could be
likely
dangerous.
to be attacked by werewolves?
I don't know about likely.
The creatures of the crest. I hear there's drunk rhinos out there.
Anything's possible. You never know what you're going to dig up.
So given
Wait,
these dangers,
okay.
it sounds like this mission should be worth quite a lot.
Well, how much do you think it should be worth?
I don't know. It's pretty dangerous. I heard an entire fort got like obliterated except for one lone survivor not long ago out there by the crest.
What?
Yes. There were some people that I had hired for something that betrayed me and my friends and killed many, many people.
That's horrible.
It's terrible. And when I find those responsible that survived, I will make sure their heads are on spikes. Tell me,
That's
how'd
the
you
best
come
place
across
for
this
them.
story?
What was that?
How'd you come across this story?
Probably because it's
Well,
well
I
managed,
asked
they
about
have
those
their-
wanted posters all over town, and then people told me.
Yeah, well,
It's totally common knowledge.
it is. I just haven't seen you around before. You pick up things pretty quickly. Do you move between towns frequently?
Well, wherever I get transferred, it's the life of a middle manager.
What is your position?
Middle manager.
At what company?
I move from community to community, motivating people to work harder and do their best.
So what are you
So
doing at a
basically-
bar on a Saturday afternoon?
Desmond
I'm
is
motivating these two.
He's drinking.
Sometimes I freelance motivate.
It's the weekend. Let's
No,
be
no.
fair.
You look over and Gerald is just starting to nod off, like just starting to lower his head in his
You
seat.
can see he needs some pretty good motivation.
So what you're telling me is that I would hire those two, but you've already been hired by the city to motivate them to do their job, so we don't have to
No,
pay
I'm not.
you?
I don't work for the city.
Who do you work for?
That's the public sector. Come on.
So who do you work for?
I work for Morton's middle management consulting firm. When you need a middle manager, we're the people you can hire to supply them.
Has someone employed you here in town?
No, I'm freelance at the moment. Why? Do you need someone to boss around
I thought
your
you were
daughter for you?
transferred here.
I could do that. I could motivate her. Looks like right now she's just sitting there
She's
doing
studying her
schoolwork
spells.
on the clock.
Well, my question is,
And
how did you get transferred
understand that
here?
it is hard for you as a parent in this family business.
All right, you know what? Here, just
to be able
I'll
to
give you
exert
200
control
gold if you
over
just
your
go
daughter.
right now and do this
So,
job.
200.
That
Dude,
would
just get him
the
out of here
perfect
right
job
now,
for a
and
middle
I'll give
manager,
you 200.
where I can step in
200 each, and he's out the
and
door.
I
total.
can crack down on your daughter. And when she complains to you, you can say, "Out of my
300 total,
hands."
100
I
each.
color
manager.
Neal, hold on. I color
210 total.
You color spray Mike Michelson or Desmond?
Mike Michelson.
Thank you. Please roll me a D6. You're only hitting one person. Mike Michelson, what level are you?
Level 1.
Well, I think you are instantly knocked out. Yeah, you just get color sprayed by Gerald, the old man.
Yeah, Gerald just like
There's no
is sitting
save or
there
anything?
sleeping, wakes up and like, quiet, young one, and just
Let's see. You only get a saving throw if you are above the level of the spellcaster or have at least 6 hit die. See, it's not so much fun when these spells are used against you, is it? Color spray, no save, just boom, instant KO, unless you're higher level than Gerald.
I don't know. Have I ever color sprayed anybody? I
You've
can't
color
remember.
sprayed a lot of people.
Colors.
You color sprayed a lot of people, Rob.
You shoot those rainbowy things at your fingertips, yo. All right, Desmond.
Well-
210 each, and we'll call it good. Or not each, total.
Total, done.
All right, 210.
You talked yourself down from 210 each.
But he already turned that down.
All right, good.
anyway.
So I'll pick
So,
up.
so here's this other bag of gold. I'll give you your gold when you return, and
right, that's-
make sure they get the whole 100. Don't cheat the librarians. They work very hard.
Won't, I'll make sure of it does.
I'll get the bag to Gerald. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Gerald's not
God.
gonna steal anything.
No, he'll just lose it.
Can
I don't
you
know if
carry
I
that
can
much?
carry this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Here, then you take the book. He hands it to the rock and the letter.
Shove it back. All right, shove it in pocket. Don't worry. The letter's safe with me. It's not like I can read it anyway.
That's what I'm counting on. And
And then I'll like throw a middle management man over the shoulder. And
just the two of you come back. That's okay too.
I don't know. That was kind of funny watching you. I'll see what I can do.
Well, don't kill the poor guy, but
Oh no, he's probably coming back. That's
all
pretty
right. They always do. They always do. And you guys can exit. Mike
Yeah.
Michelson will wake up just a few minutes later.
Yeah.
like thrown on my shoulder. All right. Now, what do you say about them werewolfy folk, Gerald?
They, I believe, can only really be harmed with silver weapons. Pure silver, not just coated in silver. Either that or magic, but you have magic. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
I do,
some
I do.
magic, so we should be all right. Actually,
Yeah,
what's this young man's weapon of choice?
I don't know, rummage around in his pockets.
Mike Michelson, you can wake up right now.
Okay. Whoa.
Mike, what weapon do you use?
I use
And I swear-
motivation to
Oh my
battle
God.
indolence and
Just like throw him down on the ground.
Mike, do you use a melee weapon? Or do you just use spells?
well, as a wizard, and that's all I am. Of course, I just
Okay.
use a dagger or staff, but I don't even have one at the moment.
Okay, so we should get you
All
a
right.
silver dagger.
All right, yeah, we'll go to the
Well,
black-
what we should do is get me a stick.
All right, we'll get you a stick on our way there because we can do that easily. But we'll get you a silver dagger first.
And then we'll call it a staff because that's what its big stick is.
Yeah, but don't worry. If the DM has trouble with it, we can always just get Gerald over there to like take a knife to it a couple times and whittle it a bit, so that way it has been crafted and is a staff.
Gerald does have wood whittling.
Exactly my point. So I go to the blacksmith like, sup, need a silver dagger.
Sup, silver dagger? Have one of those lying
Wood
around.
whittling is wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, a town like this, there's a lot of call for silver daggers, so I just happen to have a few sitting right here. Let me rummage around for one, he says, as he rummages around. Oh, damn it, back. Gotta find my converter.
Isn't silver like 10 times price or something like that?
Yeah.
So it's like 10 gold instead of 1.
Well,
20 instead of 2.
I've modified the...
Gentlemen, I don't have any money to pay for this. I have to warn you. That's why I was just going to look for a stick.
Don't worry. We'll knock you out and paint a big M on your chest so everyone knows.
It's going to be 754 copper.
Okay.
How much in real money?
754 copper for a silver dagger, please.
I'll hand him 7 gold and 5 silver.
Okay. He gives you a squint, drums his fingers on the table.
I hand him an additional gold.
An
My
additional gold
apologies.
piece?
My
That's all right.
apologies. He's not good at math.
Well, I thought he was just being cheap, a penny pincher. Can't abide penny pinchers.
He's the muscle of the party. Sorry about that.
That's all right. It's okay. Let bygones be bygones. Do you need any other silvered weapons? This is the land of shenanigans, so we have silver longswords, silver bastard swords, silver axes, silver hatches, silver arrows, silver bolts, silver two-handed swords, silver sais, silver anything you need. Adventurers love silver items.
I'm sorry, I can't even carry the gold I have.
Well, but this big strong fellow over here looks like he could carry something silver.
Yeah, how much is a silver two-hander?
Ooh, silver two-hander. That is my favorite silver weapon to sell,
I bet
probably
it
because it's really expensive.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Didn't you say you had a magic 200?
He has a magic one-hander. He's not specialized. in.
Let me just look up the price and weight of a normal two-handed, and then I will convert it to the price of a silver one of them.
Oh God, Neal!
It's beautiful. I love it. 5.5 and 5,000. 5.5 and 5,000. Upper. In silver, a two-handed sword is just, it goes for the low price of 18,770 copper pieces. That's 18,770 copper for a silver two-handed sword. Solid silver to the core, including the tang.
100.
Don't you only want it silver? Because if it was silver, it would be too soft to break.
Well, that is slightly
I
a
don't know,
problem.
something
These
about
silver
monsters.
weapons you shouldn't use in day-to-day combat, only when you come across a werewolf or some other sort of lycanthrope, or that rare undead that's affected by silver.
Wait a minute. Rocky Boy, isn't your sword even
Yeah, I
better
know, I
against
just-
lycanthropes?
I know, yeah, it's like actually really good and I don't need one. I just thought I'd ask, because you know, sometimes just having 3 giant swords strapped to your back makes it look that extra little bit scarier.
You can always have one more giant sword strapped to your back.
Can't always have one giant sword.
All right, well,
I mean,
Rocky Boy.
don't you want a complete set? A bronze, a silver, and a gold one on your back? That way, if your opponent is kind of shitty, you can just use the bronze weapon. But if they're top caliber, they deserve the gold.
Gold is weak and malleable, young one. You're a
man.
blacksmith, you should know this.
Gold stays in my pocket.
All right. Well,
Jeez, you should-
then you could do
should know that.
bronze, silver, and steel.
He has a giant obsidian monstrosity.
Yeah, man.
I think we're good on that.
Can you beat Obsidian? I don't think you can snuff
I certainly do think you can. Obsidian is quite fragile. Might be
Yeah,
very
no.
good for cutting into people, but you hit someone in metal armor with that, and woo, your sword's gonna shatter.
You'd think that, but somehow the demon I fought had no problem with that on us. I
Well,
don't understand.
Demons being what they are. You know?
And that's where I got it. Thanks
demon
for-
magic. That's all right, as long as you're not worried about the curse.
Nope, not at all.
Cool. Have a good day.
See ya.
Okay.
My word, 180 gold for one silver weapon.
Yeah, I think it'd be better spent on armor.
Mm.
Which, if we're going,
Or attack dogs.
or armor. Now, where are we even going?
Armored attack dogs.
Ooh, you might be onto something there. But I
Anyway,
kinda like
we
my
need to
height.
deliver this.
Where?
It's like,
Red
what did he say? 8 years late, but we have to hurry.
Yeah.
What,
No,
so
we got
what
all
kind
the
of book is this? Do you mind if I look? Read one of these fairy tales to us as we travel to while away the time?
So you can go ahead and take a look at the book. It is indeed, if you can read. Can you read?
Of course I can read. I'm
He's middle
freaking.
management.
I mean, look, I know some upper level managers that probably can't read.
That's why they're upper level managers.
So it is a book of children's fairy tales. There's the story of the green goblin, the orange orc, the red rabbit, you know, all the famed monsters of South Drekis. You also
The
have
orange orc is the scariest, I think.
You also have mildly racist fairy tales about people from Akuba that you're pretty sure are perpetuating bigoted stereotypes, but, you know, children's nursery rhymes, what are you going to do about them, right? And a few other things here there.
It's dated, Neal. Get it right.
Yeah.
Dated.
I think that's just a matter of perspective. But yeah. So that's what you find in the nursery rhymes and just kind of children's tales.
Let's go. I propose a path that looks.
This is a fascinating book. Do you mind if I carry it?
Yeah, sure. We're gonna go like.
Why, thank you.
You've just
I
given
can't
it.
spare the weight.
What are you doing? Why would you go in that path?
I don't know. I said I proposed the path.
All right. Does anyone want to kind of contradict the path?
Boy, Rocky, we don't want to go near the Lupinor. We should go down below. Hold on, let me just draw on this map because, you know, maps don't mean anything. We should take a path like this. Cut down around the Great Horn, away from the rock that lives on top of it. Don't even think about it, Rock. I know. No, don't do it.
But
And away from the Lupinor.
but it's a rock, and I'm the rock.
Rocky boy.
There can only be one rock.
Rocky boy, bad Rocky. Oh,
So what you're saying is we got to go like this, and then like that. Get the big W, and then like have ourselves a nice celebratory glass of beer.
we're not facing the rock today. We have 3 people, 2 of which are like level 1s and 2s. So
Yeah, you guys are looking pretty scrawny. I mean, I feel like I could like just like flick you and middle management man over there. I don't know. I just something about
Absolutely. You seem very strong, Rock.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I bet you're going places.
I go a lot of
before
places.
we head out,
I
can
can
I
see
convert?
a lot of room for you in some sort of new world order.
You know, someone else told me that. Don't get it. I just dunk.
Neal,
Yeah.
can I convert like 300 gold into 3 gems worth 100 each?
Yeah, sure. It's shenanigans. It's fine.
Okay.
Well, just as long as we get the W, that's what matters.
Okay.
We're not facing the rock today.
So you guys head out of Berkshire, arguing the whole way about which direction you're gonna head. You know, it's like,
I just keep walking whichever way Gerald tells me to go, but I'm still like, no, we're going this way.
let's see how we do on the encounter tables.
There we go. Fix the path.
That's true. Regardless of the path, we're going to run into the same encounter table.
All right, so you make it to the end of the forest, because all of your roads initially go to the end of the forest. And that's the encounter table rolling on. Without any problems. In fact, I think that You left partway through the day. It's probably starting to get dark by now. No, you don't take that path. That's a ridiculous path.
The best path.
You get to the end of the forest just as the sun begins to set. You can see on the horizon, far to the west, there are large storm clouds. And that's, beyond the Great Horn, though. But that's it. It's time to settle down, make camp for the night, unless you guys want to walk all night long through the Alardian Crest.
Yeah.
Lords, no, I'm not as strong as our friend the Rock. But he's a paragon of strengthness.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
No, we better bed down for the night. It's getting rather late.
All right.
It's
Yeah,
already 8.
Absolutely. All right. You guys begin to bed down. Why don't we take our first break here? Be a shorter first part. And when we come back, we will deal with the nighttime and whatever follows. So see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.